Hello and welcome to this week's edition of New at 2.
Welcome, welcome.
This is Kaylin and Ashley coming to you from the Oklahoma City store. And I don't know if you heard, hopefully you did, but Baby Lock has released their new machines for the 2025 into 2026 season, I guess. And I decided I wanted to talk to you guys about the one that I'm the most excited about, which is the Baby Lock Splendor. This is an 8-thread combination serger and cover stitch machine. So it has overlock stitches and cover stitches, chain stitches. Okay. So what I wanted to do today was show you a little bit about it and show you the ways that it is an improvement from the machine that it is replacing, which is the one here to my left, the Accolade.
Got it.
The Accolade has been in the line for a number of years, and for those of you that have been with Baby Lock for a long time, you may recognize it as looking very similar to the Evolve, the Evolution, the ones that were kind of the predecessor to the Ovation, the Triumph, right?
Got it.
Really good thing to still have in the line, but it was time for an upgrade, right? So one of the first things you might notice is that this machine is quite a bit larger. Now, it's not going to be large the way the Triumph is, but you can see here they've given us a lot more height here to accommodate. And they've also added that 2-inch space from the needle to the inner edge here, as opposed to the one over here, which is, if it's even an inch, I would be surprised. So you got a dramatically increased interior space here, which is going to really ease up a lot of cover stitch functions, as well as depending on the overlock function, it can ease that up as well. So very excited for that. Of course, we still have our wonderful system of threading. If I open my door here, and this one here, I still have my wonderful jet air threading, but because we have the larger space here now than we used to, we do have room for the bypasses here on my chain and overlock loopers to accommodate extra large threads. There are times where we want to use a decorative thread, maybe an 8-weight, that is simply too large to go through our regular looper right here. And so we can bypass and just go straight to these tubes here. And of course, the way I like to do that is thread my regular thread in a loop, right? Pull it out from right here. I can use my air threader here, take my tweezers, pop it out right here, and then you can just thread in.
Got it.
But it used to be, if you didn't have this bypass, it would just kind of bounce about. And it wasn't actually really functional.
Got it.
And so now with this bypass, it has enough control on it to utilize those big threads without the problem of needing them to be able to go through the tight corner right here.
Okay.
So super thrilled about that.
Added our presser foot lever to the front.
Yes. Okay, so on this one, I don't know about you guys, but it's always a bit difficult to either reach around here. You can't fit your hand through here. Maybe my toddler could, but really I don't want to. And if you go over this way and you're threaded for your chain, you're going to hit your threads. So we've long had the presser foot lifter on the back. Of course, you know our newer models, the Triumph, the Ovation, the Acclaim have moved that presser foot lifter to the front. I believe the Euphoria and the Applaud are also that way.
Yes.
So really the Splendor is just kind of joining us in a much easier presser foot lifter. Now, at the level of this machine, it can run with the presser foot lifted. So what they've done to help us not have that happen is they've added these great decals. They come with the machine. You just pop them on, where when it's up, you can see this great red universal sign for stop, don't, bad. And when you have it lowered, you have a green arrow, green for go, right, pointing down, so that can help you avoid the issue, of course, of trying to sew with the presser foot up. It can be the case with a serger that because the presser foot stays relatively low profile, even when lifted, and your fabric might be kind of thick, you might not be able to visually see that it is lifted.
Yeah.
So they've added these great guides for us so that it's very clear, okay, we're good to go. Another thing that they've improved on this side of the machine is going to be the chain looper initial thread guide. Of course, we'll go up here and then down, but if you look over at my Accolade, it's on its side. it's facing this way. And the first thing you go through is this hole here. But I have long seen people struggle with whether to go from the outside in or the inside out. And it actually doesn't work properly if it's the wrong way. So to ease up that confusion, they reconfigured that piece so that now the hole is facing you as opposed to on the side. And it just goes from top down. And then the rest of it is going to thread the same. So they're really just giving us that additional ease of use.
That makes sense.
Going up, we actually also have an improved thread stand. If you look at the Accolade, you have a two-part thread stand. And the way this came to customers was that this unit here was not attached yet to make sure it didn't break in transit, and they would need to install it. Or, of course, with a floor model like this one, the employees at BSO installed it. But that was not very intuitive necessarily. So they've turned it into the one unit thread stand that we love on things like the Triumph. And they have also labeled what each thread is here for us, which of course, gold for the cover stitch and green for the overlock. Quite a bit easier to use.
Perfect.
They've added perhaps a fan favorite feature, which is the magnet on the top here, so that you have your needles that you're not using, but you don't need to put them all the way away if you know you're swapping between stitches quickly. So we've got that. They've also done another ease of use kind of feature where the drawer for our accessories now opens from the bottom out so that it doesn't move your threads over the way that it does when you have to open it on the Accolade where you're doing this.
Yeah, because if you leave it out, it messes with your tensions.
That's right.
Yep.
Of course, we can still open our door here to see our little bin for our chain looper.
Yeah.
But then I think my favorite thing, and it's silly, I'm sure the engineers at Baby Lock would be like, all of the amazing things we've done, and this is what you care about. This comes with an on-board removable trim bin.
Nice.
Okay, so we've long loved our trim bins. We've had them made in all kinds of ways, 3D printed, a table beneath it with a bag to catch your stuff. This to me is going to be, I think, the best option they've come up with so far because it just slots right in, and it has the magnet tray to catch any needles that fall in. Now you still have the individual tray to pop in there without the trim bin if, for instance, you switch this to the cover stitch. But if you're switching away from that to this, you don't lose that magnet tray. I know it seems silly, but when needles fall, 90% of the time they land right where that is. And so this keeps you from having a loose needle in the event that when you're changing your needles, you have butterfingers instead of using your nice tool and they fall in. We've all done it. But this tray is going to be flush to the machine. It's even going to have a notch here to accommodate your length dial, so nothing is in the way.
It's a really nice low profile trim
nice
bin.
And low profile. You can open your doors with it on.
Which is wild.
You do not have to take it off to thread the machine.
Perfect.
So love that. And then of course they've added a knee lift. So we don't have the knee lift on ours right now, but this is the hole where the knee lift will insert. And that's going to give you that hands-free presser foot raising and lowering that we love to have on so many machines. It was not accommodated on the Accolade. So we have a lot of really great improvements. The last one I can think of, and you can correct me if you can think of something else, is they have removed the presser foot pressure from the top where it is an unnumbered dial that is real dicey to use, right? And they have moved it to the left here where it is a clearly marked less pressure, more pressure.
Beautiful.
For you to increase and decrease the presser foot pressure. This is important if you're doing things that are extra thick, extra thin, etc. There's all kinds of uses for that. They've taken it from something that just happens to be there to something that's truly useful for you in the serging process.
They reworked the little chain needle guide too.
The chain needle guide is the new and improved version. Yes. So if you look at the one on the Accolade,
flat.
It's a little harder to use, whereas this one is up further, a little more clear on which thread goes where. Yes. Thank you. I did forget about that one. It's like not in my line of sight, so it will not exist. So we're very excited to bring the Splendor into the line. What that means is, of course, the Accolades are
on a great price.
What is left is what is left, right? And so if you do want an Accolade, it's still a wonderful machine. It's still going to be a lower price point while they last. And we would love to send you home with an Accolade. Of course, you know, they're still going to have all the same great perks that any machine from BSON would have: free classes, discounts on your consumables, all that good stuff. But if instead you're ready to go ahead and step up to the Splendor, these are available for pre-order now. We're lucky enough to have just a couple floor models, but we are happy to get you ready as soon as we start getting them to take one of these home. I think you're going to love it. I think it's a great addition.
Absolutely.
If you don't quite want just surging like the Acclaim, but you don't want to go maybe all the way to the Triumph yet, the Splendor is a really good machine option for you.
Absolutely.
So this week, to help you in your surging journey, we thought our giveaway should be a serger pattern.
Yes.
I can't give away a whole machine. You got to come to Tech Party for something like that. Who knows? But we have this beautiful, what are they calling it? Arabella Argyle serger pattern. It is a notebook cover that is made on the serger.
Super cute.
It is cute.
See some cover stitching in there.
And so so it is going to use both sides of the machine. So a great way to get yourself some good practice to learn your machine. So if you like, share, or comment on this video by Thursday at 5, you're automatically entered to win this amazing pattern.
Perfect.
If you do not win, of course, we still want you to be able to get some perks for joining us at New It Too. So we're going to do 15% off all of our serger patterns that are in stock. So
perfect.
Come on in, let us know you saw that deal on New It Too, and we will happily give you a discount. If you're the winner and you're an OKC customer, you'll probably be walking out with this very pattern. So keep your eyes out for when they announce the winner on Friday. Is that right?
That sounds right.
And we'll be thrilled with you for winning the pattern.
Absolutely.
Before I let you go, of course, I want to let you know all the amazing things that are coming to BSON in the coming days, weeks, and months. So the first thing, the thing that's happening soonest, we do still have some availability in our Society Kids program. If you've not heard about this one, this is our after-school sewing program that we are starting at our Oklahoma City and Tulsa stores as a pilot program. It starts, if you have not taken kids camp, if your child has not taken kids camp, it starts this Saturday for a beginner workshop to get them up to speed on how to use a machine. Otherwise, it begins for everybody on Tuesday, September the 9th. You can find more information and pricing on this on our website at bson.com. If you just search the term Society, it only brings up the one thing, so you'll know you're in the right place. It has low capacity so that all the kids can get adequate instruction from our wonderful educators, but we do still have a little space left. So if your kiddo wants to learn more about sewing, wants a great after-school program to increase their knowledge of sewing, this is a wonderful program that we would love to have you in. I will say we are going to work out a way so that if you can't join right away, we'll have rolling capacity to join. Keep your eyes out for how that will work. So if you can't start right away, but you think you might want to in the near future, just keep your eyes peeled for what the options will be for that.
Perfect.
In Tulsa, in, oh my goodness, 10 days? 9 days?
A number of days?
Yes, we have the wonderful Barbara Harper joining us at our Tulsa location for the Cut It Up event with AccuQuilt and Baby Lock. What this is going to be is, as I've already mentioned before, a table runner, a 3-block table runner that you will be cutting out and piecing together in the class across 3 days.
That's awesome.
It's going to be so great, so much fun. Barbara's going to teach you everything you need to know about how to use the cube system to cut out these blocks. She'll be using the setting triangles to put them on point, all kinds of clever stuff. She'll even be showing you how to prep binding with the AccuQuilt. And then of course we'll be turning around and sewing on Baby Lock sewing machines to put them together. So she'll be giving you tips on the actual kind of quilt piecing process as well. You will leave this class with a completely finished top and prepped binding, which comes with the class. We'll also of course feed you, have fun prizes for you, and discounts, all the good stuff. But there are still just a couple of spots left on that one. So if that's something you want to do, please sign up as soon as you can. You can also find that on our website. If you search Cut It Up, it will come up. Next thing we have coming up in just the next few weeks is Tech Party.
Woo-hoo. Now,
of course, as always, this is Oklahoma City's schedule, but it wouldn't matter because on September it just says Tech Party dates coming soon. So I thought I would go over the dates and times with you guys so that you can join us at Tech Party. So Tech Party in Fayetteville will be September 16th. In Springfield, it will be September 18th. In Oklahoma City, it'll be September 20th. In Humble, it'll be September 23rd. And last but certainly not least, in Tulsa, it will be September 27th. All of these will be at 1 p.m. on the day that they are offered. We're so excited to have you all so that we can look at machines like the Splendor and all the other great new things that are coming out with Baby Lock and our other vendors this year. So please go to our website, again, bsowin.com, and just search the term Tech Party, and it'll bring it up. You can select your city to sign up for that today. We do ask for sign up so that we know how many people to expect. We're getting excited to gather up all the free gifts and all the fun stuff that we'll do with you guys. You don't want to miss it. It's a great year of new products. The last thing I want to talk to you about is something that's coming up a little bit into the future. It's in October and November, depending on the store. For the first time since 2019, we are having Trevor Conquergood, who is a digitizer for Floriani for R&K, and one of their master digitizers, longtime student and colleague of Walter Floriani himself. He is coming to 3 of our locations this year. He'll be coming to Oklahoma City, he'll be coming to Tulsa, and he'll be coming to Humble. We're very excited for this event. The way it's going to work is it's going to be a day and a half. And so the first day will be the half day where you can either choose the morning session or the afternoon session. That will be a day of hands-on fun where we'll be sewing custom-made patches made for each store individually that Trevor will have digitized. So you guys will all be making your own fancy patch where he shows you both techniques on digitizing and sewing out your patches. The second day will be a full day of lecture demo with Trevor, where he will be diving deeper into other patch options, other projects like bracelets that are made in the hoop, postcards that are made in the hoop, where he'll be showing you both how to approach it on the Floriani digitizing software and how to stitch it out on your embroidery machine. On that second day, we will feed you. I'm sure I'll pick something good for you. I try to usually. And this event is only $149. Oh, and I forgot to say the Cut It Up is only $199.
Okay,
and
awesome.
Of course, if you're an Emerald Plus member, you get an additional 30% off of that price. If you're an Emerald member, you should already have gotten that code in your email. If you lost it for some reason, can't find it, need help with it, please give us a call at our stores. We're happy to help you get signed up for that event. But we're super stoked to have Trevor back with us after all this time, coming all the way from Canada to be with us for a few days. And we would love to have you join us. So I think that's all I have for you today. It's a lot of information. But thank you for joining us again at New at 2. And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.